What's going on, everybody? Tony here, Lisa here, and we are back at Epcot for the Food and Wine Festival 2021. Now we do these in parts, so this is part one. And what we do, as we do every year, is we taste 4 to 5 different foods, kiosks if you will, per video, and we rate them and declare a winner of the day. And then we come back to them in a final run, but we're gonna rate them and see how they do for the day. Since we are here, right actually in between, because it's shaded, it's so hot today, it's like 98 degrees. We're in between Japan and America. So we're gonna stop at America first for Hops and Barley for our very first review. Our first stop for Food and Wine Fest 2021 is going to be here in America at Hops and Barley. And of course we are going to go with the New England lobster roll for $8.50. They also have a hot beef sandwich here for $6.50 and a freshly baked carrot cake for $4.50. And here is the New England lobster roll from Hops and Barley, America. That's going to be some butter, melted butter there. This was $8.50, and I could tell you, like I tell you guys every year, if you've been watching and following our food and wines from every year, it keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I was telling Lisa, I gotta seriously stop buying these things, but they're so good. But this is not worth the price.
Good like always, but they don't fill it with as much lobster anymore, so you get more bread than you do lobster, which is the downfall, but it's not bad. Forgot to mention though, it tastes like Texas toast, the roll.
I think it even says it on the thing that it is a Texas toast.
Oh, maybe that's why it tastes like that.
It's good. It is good, but Lisa's right. You get a lot more bread, then you get the lobster, and I understand seafood's expensive. We're talking lobster here.
But then don't be charging me almost $9 for that.
I can't justify this price, and I think I'm stating it now. I'm not buying this ever again.
We'll see.
Oh yeah, we'll see. It's good. Don't waste your money though on it. Our next stop is here at Japan, and what do they got good? Here's the menu. You can get the teriyaki chicken bun for $6.50, a tempura shrimp sando, which pretty much looks from that picture, it's just a sandwich, and you can get the spicy hako sushi. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know, but that looks really good as well, and that is going for $6.50. So here is a shrimp tempura sando, which is pretty much a sandwich here.
We got like a crab thingy.
Yeah, and we got green onions on here and an eel sauce. And what, I forget how much this was. Let me get my receipt. This was
$6.50?
$6.75. $6.75. It looks really good. Oh, you can see right there.
Yeah,
right there on the bottom.
Crab still.
Crab right there, the crab meat. This looks really good.
It's different. It's good. I don't know how to like describe it. It's not bad.
I understand where your I don't know comes into play. Eel sauce is great. The shrimp tempura is fried very lightly, which is good, very thin. The crab meat is really good. I think the only thing that bothers me, and maybe this is where you get the I don't know, because this is where I get it. I wish this bread was toasted. Maybe with a little bit of butter. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of butter, toasted.
I have no
sandwich.
idea.
And I think this would, I could tell you right now, in my opinion, this is not gonna win today.
But it's not bad.
It's not bad, but I can tell you it's not gonna win because I already know to make this a good dish, to be like a runner-up for that #1 position or spot, that bread needed to be toasted. Our next stop here is going to be Greece.
Really good.
Greece is usually pretty good. They do not have the Greek nachos, which is fine, but they have a spanakopita with Greek spinach pie, $4.50. They have a griddled cheese served with pistachios and honey.
Or a lamb moussaka.
That's very interesting for $4.50, or the lamb, $7.75. And we went with the spanakopita here at Greece. It looks a lot smaller than before. I could be wrong. But this was what, $4.50?
Yeah.
$4.50, so it's not a bad deal.
We each get our own.
Yeah, that's always nice. We split everything.
I'm so glad you walked up and said something.
That's good. Always good.
It's like
With a friend that I met
spinach and artichoke dip without the artichoke, a spinach dip inside of phyllo paper. Really good.
It is very, very good.
It's so good.
Really creamy.
A little oily.
It's very oily. That's the only downside. But this crust, the paper,
The phyllo paper.
very thin, has a good crunch to it. I just, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but like, you can see my fingers. Look how like greasy and oily this is.
That's so good.
But it's good. Yeah, seasoning's really good. Not that you add a lot of seasoning to the spinach, but it's definitely like a spinach dip. It is really good.
Warm
And it's
spinach
only
dip.
$4.50. I think this is worth it. Is it good? Up next will be Australia, which their menu never ever changes. Every year it's always the same. As you can see, exactly the same every year. Sweet and spicy bushberry shrimp for $6 every year. The roasted lamb chop for $8.25 every year. Deconstructed pavlova, not pronouncing that right, $4. Here we went with the bushberry shrimp. As you see, 3 shrimp, medium size. And you got a bunch of like snap peas, onions,
Veggies.
tomatoes, just a bunch of different veggies here. Now we always get this every year and it is always good, but it never ever wins.
It's good like it is every year. Kind of reminds me of like a stir fry, but without like the rice or noodles that you would put in a stir fry. Yeah, it never wins. And I don't think it's gonna win again this time.
It's a very, very good dish. Every year it's a great dish, as you mentioned. Good seasoning. The sauce, the bushberry sauce is great. Veggies are cooked perfectly. But it seems like every year that shrimp is always a little tough. Like it's just overcooked.
Mine wasn't, but I think I always just like something else more.
It's a great dish. It's good season. Yeah, you're right. It just, every year when we have this in our little 5 that we do, or 4 or 5, it just never seems to make the cut. Stiff competition.
Yeah.
You know, but it's good. I think it's worth it. Last but not least, last one for the day, for part 1, is gonna be Shimmering Sips here. We usually always end it with a dessert because you have to add the desserts. You have to add them in. And you can get the strawberry soft serve here with a waffle cone for $5.25, a banana bread with a mixed berry compote for $4.50, or a stemless flute. I don't know what that is, but it's $21. I don't know what that is. A drink? No. I don't know what that is. Looks much different than last year, but this is the banana bread with a berry compote with whipped cream.
I like whipped cream.
Looks really good.
The berries are nice and fresh. It has a little bit of a cinnamon? Maybe cinnamon taste to it. I don't really taste banana. Hold on. No wait, that one tastes more like banana. It's good.
The fruit is very fresh. But you can tell they added a lot more sugar. Wow, it is very sweet, that sauce. It's good, but wow. I want to try just the banana bread to see if you were talking about this cinnamon thing.
I don't know what I was talking about.
I taste the banana. I don't taste cinnamon, I taste nutmeg.
Maybe that's what it was.
I taste nutmeg, which is actually very common in banana breads. Well, you can do cinnamon as well, but I think this is a little bit more traditional. It's very moist. It is a really good dish, especially on like a hot day, that coldness from the fruit, the berry.
Yeah, because it's not a cold berry compote, but it's not warm either.
It's nice and refreshing. I just think they added, when they were making that sauce, they added way too much sugar. And some people might like that. I'm not a big sugar person. Not me. Lisa?
Yeah.
We have just finished 5. We had the lobster roll from Hops and Barley. We had the
shrimp tempura
sando from Japan. The spanakopita from Greece.
Bushberry shrimp
from Australia. And
the banana bread
from Shimmering Sips. Declare your winner for this part 1.
I feel like people probably know from like the look on my face when I ate it. I'm declaring Greece spanakopita as today's winner.
Today's winner for me was a little bit of a tough choice, except for the shrimp tempura thing. I knew that was going to be last, and the only thing that really sacrificed that was the non-toasted bread. Now, I knew what my winner was going to be, which made me very upset. However, when I look at things, I look at quality, quantity, and the price. So the lobster roll did not win. Thank God I don't have to spend that anymore for for the final. I don't have to spend that. So this year, I'm giving it to the bushberry shrimp. Can you believe it, Lisa? The bushberry has made it through my final one.
That beat out spanakopita?
That beat up the spanakopita for one reason, too oily. For me, it was just way too oily. The bushberry shrimp never makes it through the first round, and I can't believe that I actually have to say it this year has pushed through to round to the final. It's made it to the final, because pretty much that's how we do it. Bushberry shrimp has made its way to the final. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Well, that's it, guys. We have plenty and plenty more to do here at Epcot Food and Wine 2021. So stay tuned for a part 2, part 3. And there's going to be a little bit of a gap. I will say that there's going to be a little bit of gap to these parts, because when you read your brochure, your pamphlet, or your map, whatever you want to call these things, passports, and or if you were like me and decided to jump the gun when they announced all the menus before Food and Wine opened, you still had to see what was happening. There are 9 kiosks / countries that will not be opening till October 1st on the 50th anniversary. I wonder if they did that to try to entice people to say, hey, come when we're fully open for Food and Wine. I don't know, but so bear with us. There will be a little bit of gap, but we will get through these. We'll see you next time, guys. Vlog finito.